Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In today's class, we'll discuss about beta and gamma functions problem. Let's get started. The question is given here, integral 0 to 1. So evaluate integral 0 to 1 x power 5 by 2 times 1 minus x square power 3 by 2 dx. So this definite integral we are evaluating with the help of beta and gamma functions. So let's start the solution. So here we have given definite integral is given integral 0 to 1 x power 5 by 2 times 1 minus x square power 3 by 2 dx. This is equal to, we can say, x from 0 to 1 x power 5 by 2 times 1 minus x square power 3 by 2 dx. Let us mark equation number 1. Now we need to go for substitution here as per equation number 1. Now we want to evaluate this definite integral. Let us take x square equal to some y. So here the next step is, so I can say put x square equal to y. Let us suppose x square equal to y. Let us say equation number 2, this one. From this I am writing x value, x equal to root y. Okay. The next step we can go for differentiation. Otherwise let us mark this is also equation number 3. Now differentiate equation 3 with respect to x. You can differentiate with respect to x for 2 also, but here better, so we will differentiate equation 3 with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x on both sides for 3, which means dx is LHS root y derivative 1 by 2 times root y again dy. So this is, let us mark equation number 4. Now we will talk about limits, because equation 1 is a definite integral. So when you change, so when you put x square equal to y, limits also changes. So here let us may change limits or may not sometime. So but we need to discuss here limits. So lower limit is lower limit when x equal to 0. I am writing x equal to 0 from equation 1. X equal to 0 in equation number 3 or 2. Better we will substitute in 2 to find corresponding y value, which means 0 square equal to y, which gives y equal to 0. So after that upper limit is when x equal to 1 from equation 1 in 2, so which means 1 square equal to y, which gives y equal to 1. Therefore the y limits are we can say 0 to 1. So after that, so what we need to do, we need to substitute equation 2, equation 3, equation 4, and let us suppose this is equation number 5. So in equation number 1, substituting 2, 3, 4 and 5 in 1. So the next step what I will do, I will take new page. Okay, therefore we can say equation 1 implies, so what is equation 1 LHS? X from 0 to 1 x power 5 by 2 times 1 minus x square whole to the power of 3 by 2 dx. This will be becomes, so integral now y limits 0 to 1 same limits x means from equation 3 root y power 5 by 2, power is 5 by 2. So 1 minus x square from equation 2 is y, so power 3 by 2. Again we have dx means from equation number 4, I think equation number 4, 1 by 2 root times root y, 1 by 2 times root y again dy. Now this total right side integral, definite integral in terms of y variable. So here if you look equation above definite integral, 1 by 2 is a constant independent of integration right outside. Now simplifying, okay, integrand. So how do you simplify means, here we have root y power 5 by 2. This is same as y power 5 by 4. Otherwise y power 1 by 2 power, again we have 5 by 2. Again we have here root y 1 by root y. That is same as, I will be writing like y power minus half, because 1 by root y is same as 1 by y power 1 by 2. That is same as y power minus 1 by 2 times 1 minus y power 3 by 2 again dy. So after that this could be equal to half time integral y from 0 to 1 This is same as y power. Here if you multiply denominators, it's 5 by 4. So which means 5 by 4 minus 1 by 2 I can say, because if you look here bases are equal, adding powers. Okay, so finally you will get here 5 by 4 minus 1 by 2 times 1 minus by power, this is 3 by 2 dy. After that, the next step, half time integral y from 0 to 1. So this could be simplifying. Here LCM is 4. So 5 minus 2 by 4. Okay, which means 5 minus 2 by 4 means 3 by 4. Finally, the simplification of this, okay, difference of these two fraction is 3 by 4. After that, here times 1 minus by power 3 by 2 times dy. So this is, we cannot directly write this definite integral in terms of beta function or gamma function. We need to again rearrange this integrand in terms of beta function definition. How do you arrange? Means this could be rewriting like this. Let us suppose we have the next page. Since we have a beta gamma function rule, so only beta definition is beta of m comma n equal to integral 0 to 1. So rule is x power m minus 1 times 1 minus x power n minus 1 dx. This is called beta function definition. This is called beta definition or beta function definition. Beta function definition. Okay, fine, up to here. Now, if you compare this equation, this integral, here we have only something like fraction, positive fraction, here also a positive fraction. There is no like m minus 1 format. So we need to write this 3 by 4 like this. This 3 by 2 like n minus 1. Then only I will able to write this definite integral like beta of, okay, m comma n. So how to write 3 by 4 like m minus 1? How to write 3 by 2 like n minus 1? That is the question now. So it's very simple idea. Okay, we could be write this definite integral. So if you have any confusion to express, so simple idea is what I will say. The simple idea is m minus 1 equal to suppose 3 by 4. Because if you go back and see previous page, here we have 3 by 4. Let us suppose this is 3 by 4 as m minus 1. So that's what I have supposed here, m minus 1 equal to 3 by 4. From this you will get m value. So 3 by 4 plus 1, which gives 7 by 4. M is 7 by 4. Similarly, n minus 1 equal to, we have 3 by 2 is there. So n equal to 3 by 2 plus 1 is 5 by 2. So this is the just for our understanding I am okay writing over here. Now the next step is equal to half time. So integral y from 0 to 1. So this y power 3 by 4 was there. That 3 by 4 you can write like 7 by 4 minus 1. 7 by 4 minus 1. So if you subtract, so 1 from, so 7 by 4 from 1, so you will get 3 by 4 times 1 minus y whole power, again subtracting 5 by 2 from 1, so you will get 3 by 2 dy. Fine. Now it is exactly a definition of beta function, which means this could be writing like half time. So I'll be writing here beta of m comma n, which means 7 by 4 comma 5 by 2. 5 by 2, close the bracket. Now after that again use beta gamma relation. Again for further simplification, this could be writing like beta gamma relation is, so we have a relation of beta gamma. So beta gamma relation is, I will be writing here beta of m comma n equal to, so gamma m times gamma n divided by gamma of m plus n. This is beta gamma relation. Now use here gamma of 7 by 4, gamma 7 by 4 times gamma 5 by 2, again divided by gamma of, we have here 7 by 4 plus 5 by 2, 5 by 2. The next step is which will give, and numerator same value, but denominator here LCM is 4, here LCM is 4 in denominator. So anyhow numerator 7 plus 10, 10 by 4, 17 by 4 total answer. So LCM is 4. Finally I will get here, so this will be equal to half time, we can say. So numerator is gamma 7 by 4, gamma of 7 by 4 times gamma of 5 by 2 divided by gamma of 17 by 4, because LCM is 4 in denominator. Now again, for further simplification, we have a rule. Okay, so I'll recall the rule. Since we have a formula, I'm writing here, it's a property of gamma function. We can say gamma n is writing like this: n minus 1 times, n minus 2 times, n minus 3 times, so on, n minus r times gamma of n minus r. So provided this is r, if n minus r greater than 0, you can extend gamma n in this format, like n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus r, so on, n minus r times gamma n minus r, until n minus r value greater than 0. It is applicable only for positive fractions, this rule, for positive fractions. If the fraction is positive only, we can apply this rule, above rule, we can say, because this is a positive fraction, this is a positive fraction, this is a positive fraction. That's the reason we have to be apply only this rule. This is equal to half time, so we can say numerator I am applying. Okay, gamma 7 by 4, apply this rule here. Suppose 7 by 4, this is 7 by 4 minus 1, which means 3 by 4. Okay, otherwise I will be writing for better understanding here. So 7 gamma 7 by 4 could be writing like this. This is same as 7 by 4, okay, minus 1 times gamma of 7 by 4 minus 1. From this I will get 3 by 4 times gamma 3 by 4. Again further again you can try to express same rule. So for example, if I go here again further, means 3 by 4 times 3 by 4 minus 1 times gamma of 3 by 4 minus 1. That's a negative value, minus 1 by 4. So we cannot express again. Stop over here. So we can stop over here. So this 3 by 4, which means 3 by 4 times gamma 3 by 4 is last. After that again, so I can put dot gamma 5 by 2. How do you write 5 by 2 minus 1? Very simple, 3 by 2. Again 3 by 2 minus 1. Successively you can subtract. 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1 is half. After half, right after half, put gamma half. Gamma half. Similarly here, what we have done here, 3 by 4, right after 3 by 4, we are getting negative result. That's the reason right after 3 by 4, gamma 3 by 4. Here right after half, gamma half. Numerator finish. So now I will simplify denominator. I'll put here, I'll use another box for denominator. 17 by 4 minus 1, 13 by 4, because 17 minus 4 is 13 dot. Again 13 by 4 minus 1, this is 9 by 4, because 9 plus 4 is 13. So after that again 9 by 4 minus 1, it's 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 minus 1, it's 1 by 4. But 1 by 4 minus 1 will give you minus 3 by 4. So it's a negative result. So you can write after 1 by 4, put gamma 1 by 4. Okay. So gamma 1 by 4. If you look here in denominator, 4 multiplied 4 times, 4 power 4. This 4 power 4, okay, takes place in numerator. Okay, this here 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 to the 32, means this 32 taking in denominator. So the next step what I will do, this could be equal to, I'll be writing as numerator 3 times 3, 9. So finally I can say 9 by 32 times, again only I am writing here except gamma results I am writing here. This is 4 4 4 4 times 4 power 4, 4 power 4 I am writing in numerator. 4 power 4 means be 64 times 4, 4 4 the 16, 4 6 the 24, 256. So the result is here multiplied by 256. Okay, so which is again multiplied by, so numerator is, so we have gamma 3 by 4 times gamma half divided by, so we have 13 times 9 times 5 times 1, again gamma 1 by 4. Okay, fine. So the next step is multiplying here 32. So 9 times 256 divided by 32. So which will give you the next 32 times, we have 13 times 9 times 5. Again here gamma 3 by 4 times gamma half divided by gamma of 1 by 4. So the next step is this will be equal to, I'll use virtual calculator. Here we have 9 times 256, 2304 numerator, which is divided by denominator. Denominator is 32 times 13 times 9 times 5, so which will give you 18,720, 18,720. Okay, so this will remove. The next step is, which is multiplied with gamma 3 by 4 times root pi divided by gamma 1 by 4. Since as we know, so root pi means gamma half, or gamma half equal to root pi, hence the result. Okay students, thank you so much for watching.